Again, I don't want to be a downer with folks and stuff like that. It's just like I'm just experiencing. I'm experiencing some things right now that I'm trying to take care of. And I appreciate everyone's well wishes and understanding and everything that y'all do. You know, y'all are great. Y'all are really great. So, Bokash, hello, welcome on in. Don't worry about that. I do worry about that. Thank you, Bokash. Proxy, hello, welcome on in. The thing you told me in DMs, yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not something else. Like I had to cancel Sunday's stream, because basically, like I was supposed to like Monday night I was supposed to prep for this, and of course I was sick. Tuesday I was supposed to prep for the Sunday stream. I was sick, also. Wednesday. I don't know what happened Wednesday. I really don't remember anymore. I was sick. Thursday, sick, you know. And then there's today. I'm still sick, but like I'm well enough to stream. And like I just didn't have any time to set all of that the rest of the way up. I got most of the way done with it, and I was like, ugh, you know. And that's what happened. So I had to cancel that. I'm still upgrading the streaming PC. I'm just not going to be streaming it. Still sick, I'd imagine. Yeah. Yep. What do I need to do? I need to kill the music, and I need to activate my mixer here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And I think I'm gonna pop into voice. What's going on in here? Oh wow, everybody's muted. It's okay. Poji and Tozu joined the party. Perfect. Pumpkin. Okay. I'm gonna deafen. Since everybody's muted, I'm gonna deafen up again, and then I will undeafen when everybody's chit chatting. All right. Is everybody good to go? You think my audio is broken? Oh shit. I think it's not broken because the last time I used it, I changed the audio sources in Discord. Give you 1 sec. Yep, that's exactly what happened. All right.
You know.
Can you hear yourself on the stream?
Ba 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 ba.
There you go.
There's an Ahty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, Poji. I just had my audio goofed up in Discord. So yeah, I think that you know, when I upgrade my gaming PC, it's gonna be a lot easier to stream that, and I think that would be a lot more fun than y'all watching me build my streaming PC. So,
I mean, any time spent with Ahty is a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah, usually.
Thank you.
I mean, I would have tuned in for a workbench stream. That's the kind, like, I like those kind of where it's just I hear a lot of talking and no voice. Love it.
Yeah, I mean,
regardless of what kind of computer you're building.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, you know, if I hadn't gotten sick and actually had the time to prep for it, that wouldn't have even been an issue. But like, it is what it is. I'm gonna get to reading.
Heck yeah.
I'm on my way.
Awesome.
Walking fast.
Yes. I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
Why is your health so low? Stop that.
Tozu, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
I know.
Because
And for that regard, every time you want to stream a build for your PC, you have to make it a worse PC. So every single time it just becomes a shittier and shittier PC.
No! No!
Yeah, you're gonna build like a 386.
No!
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a 4K 60 hertz streamer on this 386.
Bell. I think I have a Packard Bell lying around somewhere you could play with.
Gosh. Agmanine, hello, welcome on in. All right, so we got Tozu. We got I got Tozu in the party.
I am making my way.
Oh, okay. Do you want us to wait?
I can't say the rest of it because you're gonna keep doing the thing.
Oh, you mean the diddle diddle doot? Is that what you mean?
All right, I'm full of dad jokes tonight, so get ready.
Yeah, careful.
I'm full of something tonight.
Do you know how to get a raise at work? Tell your company that 3 companies are after you. When your boss sits you down, you say gas, electric, and the cable.
Wow. Wow. I think I would probably just straight up get fired. Be like, you know what? You know what, Ahty? Why don't you just pack your shit?
That reminds me of a joke that I heard Saribot tell earlier.
Oh?
It's like, what do you call an unimportant pachyderm?
What?
An irrelevant.
Oh. Okay, I'm literally about to evacuate the contents of my stomach, so I think I'm probably going to start reading.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. You are expected, my lady. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy. The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Rauban and his future. All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo.
Yuki, welcome on in.
And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, Draka, I don't know.
Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Christian, same. Anomaly, hello, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. 27 heckin' months. Thank you so much. I will both patiently wait for the cutscene to end, but excitedly announce that I am happy to continue my support of the wonderful Ahty Bean. May there be many more fun times ahead. Thank you so much, Anomaly. I was getting really emotional about that earlier today too. So, because like with I hate keeping to bring up like being sick and stuff, but like I was just like, because I okay, I'll be real for a second. I looked into the short-term disability insurance that I have through work. I looked at that, and like I couldn't help thinking. It's just like, well, what if I couldn't stream anymore, And just I'm sorry. I'm getting really sappy here, but like that means a lot to me. That means a fuck ton. All right, where am I supposed to go? Where the hell is Nanamo? I'm getting lost. Hello, welcome on in. Wee-woo, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. I totally wasn't crying. But, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your heckin' stream? Tell me all about it. How was Super Animal Royale? I hope you had a great time. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a trans-free gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games, and tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know where I'm going. Aetheryte Adventurers Guild. Okay, maybe I can find the Aetheryte. But yeah, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, you can lurk, you can do whatever you want to do. Except for Ryu, because Ryu needs to go do some self-care. Make sure you go get yourself a snack and a drinky and get cozy. It was fun, nice chill stream. Hell yeah. Thank you, Ryu, for giving me that that hot tip. Whew. Ahty sis, I've been subscribed to Paula all this time, even though she has streamed in like a year. She hasn't streamed in like a year. I'll gladly stay sub to you too. I get it. I wouldn't expect people to do that. But like, it's streaming's a big deal for me because like I consider a lot of you my friends, and like, like getting to interact with y'all like 15 to 20 hours a week is fucking great. And like, just the experience I've had doing this for like the 3 some odd years that I've been doing it is just, it's incredible. And I still regret not doing it sooner and being kind of weird about my voice and stuff like that. I should have. But it is what it is. And like, gosh. Thinking of the worst usually brings oneself down. No matter what, the good will outweigh the bads, no matter how big or small those goods seem to be. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard because this isn't just a stomachache, Hope you're having a great one. I am, Pocket. Thank you so much. Welcome on in, Pocket. I hope you're doing well. Pocket kicks ass. Just saying. All right, I am going to read some more. Perchance you remember Lilira, the merchant's daughter. This is the persona I assume when I venture beyond the palace walls to observe my subjects unnoticed. Yeah, you just said it out loud. Nanamo, are you crazy? Crimby, hello, welcome on in. Nairi, I hope you're having a great night. Heckin' awesome. That's another good bean. I hope you're feeling a little better today. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of waffling back and forth with that. Yeah, today was a challenge because I tried bread for the first time yesterday and I was so weak that I had too much of it. So I paid for it this morning with a bunch of pain. Gosh, I love Ahty. I'm good being just resting after my first week of work. Oh my gosh. How was it? I hope you had a good time. Well, I mean, as good a time as one can have at work. Let me put it that way. Ordinarily, Papa Sean would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. And this is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life, in every corner of Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nuld. All right.
Ah!
Half left.
Ah!
Ah!
Let's see. I'm just gonna walk there.
Yeah, that's not far.
Good lord, that is a huge hornet. It's literally a huge hornet.
Yep, correct. Bigger than your head. Could eat Midgard so much.
I just realized that my mic was turned off.
Oh no!
Ba 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 ba. Because I was saying, Ahty, I also really like how the chocobos look in 16. They look very majestic.
They do, yes.
It's kind of crazy that it wasn't until Final Fantasy 15 that they actually had lyrics for the Chocobo song.
Hey, look, they're ringtails, the marmots.
Correct.
The marmots.
Also, Ahty, where are you gurring?
Oh, fuck.
Turn the marmots into marmalade.
I think you've gurned too far, Erdy. If you've crossed the bridge, you've gone too far.
Outside the walls.
Isn't that a movie, A Bridge Too Far?
A bridge too far? Probably.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Sounds like one, yeah.
It's a 90s movie, actually. Actually, it's a 1977 movie.
I was about to say, yeah.
90s, 70s, same thing.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
There, I
What
killed
were
all the
they?
hornets.
They never existed.
Oh, look at them! Kind of a ringtail. Kind of. I don't care what y'all say, I am not killing one of those.
The marmots.
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 Alrighty.
Marmite.
Marmite. Vegemite.
Mammoth. Mammoth. Gigi.
I'm gonna deafen up and read. All right. Ooh. Actually, let me catch up on chat just super quick. It was good. Really love it so far. They respect my identity and me as a whole. It's also really fun. Just need to get used to standing for 10 hours. Yeah, that's gonna be the big thing. But that's good. Those are all really good things. As you know, and that's my primary concern with like anybody starting a new job is just going there and feeling welcome. You know. Really though, Ahty, you're a sweet bean. We all love you and enjoy hanging out with you. You're precious and so much fun to be around. Love you, Ahty Bean. Love you too, wee woo. Thank you so much. Only did a modded 96 200cc course run for Mario Kart. Super hard. Oh no. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Look upon this procession of tattered tents. These refugees camp in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Thanalan's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is. And unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, No refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Ul'dah. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You have done your best, Your Grace. Then my best has not been good enough. Well, sometimes that's the case. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy air. All right.
I wasn't looking for ways to bother you.
You weren't... What?
I chose the other text option.
Oh, okay.
Your hands were tied, Your Grace.
Yeah.
And she made a remark about her limited authority and it being something she needed to work on.
Ah, yeah. Well, there was some of that. There was some of it too, where she was basically unconscious and like,
Yeah.
you know.
I thought it was kind of funny too, where she's like, "Oh, I must develop my role as a sultana." I'm like, weren't you about to like give up the throne and turn it into a republic?
Yeah, but I think, after she was, poisoned by 2 people at once, I think she just said, okay, slower.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ready for a republic yet. I think that might be too scary for them.
Well, the thing is,
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. I don't think that's.
Someone said do it slower, so I did.
Oh, okay. I don't think the republic thing is completely off the off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we haven't heard anything about, oh, these plans are canceled. We haven't heard anything like that.
What?
Oh, we were talking about the Sultana and like, yeah, basically like, literally just before she got poisoned in ARR, she was talking about like, dissolving the Sultanate and making it a republic instead.
Mm.
See where? Oh, she's on the other. Oh, there we are. Okay, I see.
Ahty, you do remember that you can actually fly here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just being sure.
But this is also supposed to be a walk down memory lane, so let Ahty get authentically lost.
It reminds me of the time that Ahty and I played Guild Wars 2, and Ahty had the flying mount, and I could go, "You can't fly yet. What are you doing?"
What do you mean I can't fly yet? I'm flying right now.
I kept calling Ahty out, like, "You're not supposed to fly yet. You can't have that."
Guild Wars 2.
They got a new update recently.
Oh yeah,
They did?
tons of them, and an expansion.
Yeah. Yeah, an expansion and spears are now a weapon, like above
weapon, yep.
water weapons.
Wow.
My friend's having fun with that. Ainsley's having fun with that tonight.
Not WoW, it was Guild Wars 2. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna deafen up and catch up here. Hard times come, hard times pass. We live, we push through, we find ways to continue on. What comes will come. For now, do the best we can. Find love in what you do, wherever you can. Live for the better tomorrow you would dream of. Practice kindness, both in others and yourself. And embrace the joy you share with others wherever you can. That is all you need to do. That is enough. You were enough. Thank you so much, Anomaly. Thank you so much. Gosh. It was here, in this wholly unremarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in eastern Thanalan when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Twilight. Oh my gosh, thank you for the reminder. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monitorists, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens. Quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours, I shudder to think that how many goodly souls paid the price of my nativity. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarist's damnable games. Forgive my outburst. You are one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum.
All right, so it's gonna be a story night.
Ba 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 ba.
Bubble, 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 bubble. Rawr.
I'm not flying today. What are you
I'm
doing? You
flying
can't
low to the ground.
What are you doing? You can't fly yet.
Rawr.
I'm just kidding.
Rawr. Rawr. Rawr, 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 rawr.
Yeah, the thing is, like, with Guild Wars 2, once you have a griffin,
Yeah.
And
Goes on all your
once you have a griffin, it is very difficult to consciously not use it.
Especially since like half that game is platforming, and to have that upper hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so
I mean, that's
enticing
why
to
they
like.
give you, the first 2 months they give you are the long jump and the tall jump.
Yeah. Soon they give you the wide jump.
The wide jump. So
Then you can.
the thing is, Ryu, like, I preferred the Griffin because I felt like the mechanics for the Griffin were a lot more predictable and kind of, I mean, almost honestly like precise, and they were just really nice to use. The sky scale
That's
just
true. I haven't. Yeah.
the sky
I
scale
haven't
just
unlocked Griffin yet, but sky scale early on's awkward.
yeah, it just felt really
You need the mastery track to make it better.
Yeah.
The-
Which takes a while.
Well, I have that, but like it's just fiddly and awkward. Yeah, so. Let's see. Colosseum. I think maybe I need to hit an Aetheryte.
Gladiators Guild.
Okay. Oop, I'm going the wrong way.
Don't get mad, get gladiator.
You know, I was reminded today of the Oscar Mayer song.
Oh.
Da 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 da. Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Mm.
My baloney has a first name, it's Oscar. My baloney has a last name, it's Meyer. And nobody is impressed.
I'm trying to understand
Never
why.
I feel like you're the kind of person, Ahty, that goes to the butcher shop and literally sings that just to get the piece of bologna.
They ask you what you want, and Ahty just belts to that song.
It's like, I just want food.
What do you want? I want a quarter pound of my bologna has a first name. It's
It's like if I
you
give
guys
it to
just
you-
staring at you. It's like this gruff, like late '60s guy just staring at you with a handset, and he's just like,
Yeah, then he picks up
"What
a
the
knife and
hell?"
he picks up a knife and chases me out of the store.
He just points you out of the store with the knife.
I didn't realize that fried bologna sandwiches are a thing down here.
I knew they were a thing. I don't know where down here is, so I don't know if
That sounds like
Texas.
a lot of
Down there.
oil.
Tejas, which is like half the south. But no, we have this Texas State Fair going on now, and they have
Oh,
fried bologna
yeah.
sandwiches and fried Oreos
course
and
it's
fried Twinkies and just.
Do they have fried butter? Because I heard fried butter was also a thing.
I think at one year they do, but they have weird shit like deep fried cotton candy wrapped bacon. Like,
what?
yes, it's real. It is real. Deep fried cotton candy wrapped bacon.
Wow.
I heard of one county. It was either a county or state fair that just sold a whole Thanksgiving turkey, like cranberries and stuffing and everything.
I still remember the KFC chicken sandwich where instead of a bun, it was 2 slabs of chicken.
The double down. Yep, I remember that.
New food. They've got a
BRB. Not sandwiches, drinks. BRB.
All right.
cookie butter nachos. A triple meat big back snack. I don't even know what the hell's in that. Fat bacon pickle fries.
Oh God. Oh.
Fried apple cinnamon crepe. Fried matcha. They have a grilled cheese inside of another grilled cheese that both of them have been deep fried.
So would that be a grilled cheese, or would that be a grilled cheese?
Cheese.
I'm trying to find it here. It's like they've got this thing called a whole bunch of kisses, which is like a bundt cake, and it's covered 7-Up bundt cake that's been deep fried and covered in Belgian chocolate. It's like I can't go here, man.
No.
I'm gonna have too much. I'm gonna comatose somewhere on the side of a ditch somewhere in the fair.
There was a festival a few weekends ago that I worked at, and one of the ice cream trucks was selling something called like Goat's Happiness or something.
BRB.
And it was
Sure.
Sorry.
and it was like ice cream with like goat cheese and honey.
This place has a Lay's potato chip drink.
Lay's potato chip.
Yeah. It's got mango, citrus juices, hot honey, jalapeno infused syrup, strawberry drizzle, cool sweet foam, and then topped with Lay's sweet and spicy honey potato chips.
I don't get
People
flavors.
I have no idea where this comes from. How you even think something like that up?
Drinkies. Texas State Fair is wild.
It is. Yep, Russo's cotton candy bacon on a stick. There's a cotton candy flavored pickle slice coated in 3 cereal varieties: Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, and Cap'n Crunch, and layered in cotton candy sugar crystals, powdered sugar, before being drizzled with strawberry sundae syrup. And then it's served with a helping of vanilla ice cream.
I even hear all those words. I don't want it.
Like, who comes up with this?
There's a shield on the wall.
Well, yeah, when the gladiators killed.
Multiple shields on the wall.
Yeah.
But they have different designs. But they're the same shield, but they're different designs.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how personalized shields work.
This guy looks like George Washington. Come back here, George Washington. I want a better look at you.
Run, Brody, run after him! Run!
He's looking for the cherry tree. Oh, there it is. 2009. Most creative. Deep fried butter. And they have fried beer.
Of course they do.
Fried bubblegum.
Yep.
Fried jello.
My ability to believe these is unbelievable.
Fried bacon. Fried Thanksgiving dinner. That's the one you were talking
There
about.
it is. There
Yeah,
it is.
2013.
I told them you look
turkey leg
kind of like
and then
George
a-
Washington, and they said I was just thinking the same thing. LOL. They agree with me.
Nice.
I caught up to them, and we're talking about how he looks like George Washington.
Very nice.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries. I found all the fried stuff.
Nice.
I'm having a conversation with an Aura gladiator about how he looks like George Washington.
Oh wow. I'm gonna deafen up and read, but like, yeah, I mean, due to being sick, I need to take like, I need to take more breaks because like it gets uncomfortable if I sit too long at like a short period, so I have to kind of stand up and walk around a little bit, and then I can sit down again. So
That's understandable. We should all have stretch breaks anyway.
yeah.
Designated stretch breaks tonight, everyone.
All right. So all right, read time. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of that meant. Yet, one good thing did come from the ignominious chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raban. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring, which had arranged for Raban to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raban had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did, and when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Raban is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
The music. That was the old fanfare, I think.
Looking after, Master Shum. Raban!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Uldar, and so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Uldar!
Hell yeah. Wow. Is everybody out of the cinematic? Yeah, looks like it. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Shan's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Raban, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan Sworn for long, and there are others I would visit. To the Zenith Ossuary.
Ahty.
Poji, what's up?
That flashback that we got there.
Yep.
Like, I was of the mind that Raban was going to end up becoming the leader of Alamigo. But as she pointed out, he's a man who, when he gives his word, he keeps it. And in that flashback, he said that he would serve her till his dying day.
Yeah.
He's not the sort of man who would lightly break that oath.
Right.
So I don't know anymore whether or not like, I was certain he was going to becoming the leader of Alamigo, but I'm not so certain anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Where is the ossuary? I have no idea where that is.
That's the Thaumaturge's Guild.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Ossuary is where they put the dead.
Ah.
We're the dead Thaumaturge's house.
That doesn't narrow it down. All Thaumaturges are dead.
All right.
Oh no, Doty's dead too.
All right. If we've got everyone, do we?
Dozy's dead.
Oh no!
Pray for him.
Oh, I can't invite Dozy to the party.
I got it.
Oh, perfect.
I'm already ahead of you. I had to invite you to the party earlier because I couldn't find you.
Look, our prayers were answered. He lives again.
All right. Let's see.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right, I'm gonna deafen up and read.
Read.
When the calamity threatened, Raban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting the shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Ahty. With Alamigo now freed from Imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Hiya, Dozy. Welcome on in. Already, many displaced Alamigans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan's school in Rhalgr's Reach for any who would wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These peoples will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time, the Ul'dah Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Might you ask a member of the Syndicate for advice? A wise suggestion. Mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the Syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert of Manderville? Maybe a little. Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. The illusion of choice, yep. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing. I will see that word is sent to the gold saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? All right, just 1 second. I gotta reply to a thing. All right. Doodaloo-doo-doo. There's Tozu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Beep. There we are. All right, so we need to go to the airship landing.
Was the Mandervilles?
We get airship landing time. All right.
Bobbity boo boo.
Bippity-boppity-boo.
Oh my goodness, we're going to be getting Godbert involved.
Well,
This can only be good.
he is Godbert after all. Where is the... Oh, there it is. I think you can take an aetherite directly to the airship landing.
You should be able to.
Okay.
Godbert and Ernie.
Godbert,
Heard of
I barely know.
Godbert and Bernie and Phil's.
Quality, comfort, and
Comfort
price.
and price.
That's
nice.
Wow.
Didn't
Nobody.
we speculate that you would have like a redeem where it just says something like that for you?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I kind of wanted to like have a redeem where like the screen would literally go away and get replaced by a Bernie and Phil's commercial. Like a
What
random.
was that?
one.
What about the Empire Today guy? But it's just like your character like unfurling a roll of carpet.
Oh my gosh. or the Jordan's Furniture's guy. Jordan's Furniture
Hey,
guy.
Ahty.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
What's up?
Ahty, Ahty.
Remember-
If this ends up leading us to having to go to the gold saucer, we might as well get some mini Cacpot tickets while we're there.
Maybe. Because like you know, my favorite thing to do is to let them rot in my inventory until they're no good.
No, mini Cacpot, not
The
Grand
daily
Cacpot.
one.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna kind of have probably maybe a slightly shorter stream tonight, so
Because you
we'll
don't
see.
feel good. Yeah, that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah. So, yeah.
Do you remember Mom from Jordan's?
Yes, yeah.
Blithesome businessman.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna deafen up
I've
and
never
read.
had such fun. That Manderville chap certainly spared no expense with that saucer of his.
I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. All right, Gold Saucer time. Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. Have you progressed the Manderville stuff recently? I have. So we finished all the ARR Manderville and all of the Heavensward Manderville stuff. You can see the gold saucer from Southern Thanalan. Hell yeah. All right. We got everybody? Is everybody here? All
Aw.
Yep.
right. Here. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly... We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. I'm not gonna fritter away the
Temptations right now.
Ooh, cool. I got a 24, 3,600.
nice.
GP.
Nice. Are you frittering away the
Yeah.
the Sultanate's coin?
I immediately failed to resist the temptations.
No, it's our own MGP.
I got a 24 as well.
My second one was not as good.
I got a 21 after that.
Nice.
My last one was a 21, which is nice. There we go. My three mini crackpots.
Done and dusted for the day.
Where is he here? Like, which aetherite do I need to go to?
I think you
you
have
just
to
left us.
eventually do
Hey, you're right.
a chocobo
Alright,
racing,
go back.
then do the minions, and then
I think it's funny if it ends up making it where we have to do like
everything here.
Ahty,
Yeah.
What?
you right here. Look at me. Look at the jumping cat in front of you. You're
Yep.
right where you need to be.
Oh, okay.
This way.
Yeah, we have to play Mahjong. We have to beat
You
a game of
literally walk
Mahjong to
past
get there
us
to the
on the way to the
story.
aetherite.
I'm not playing Mahjong. I'm not doing it.
This is the lounge.
Mahjong all night long.
Nope.
I once did a stream of Mahjong. I'm not doing it again. You don't even earn
Nope.
MGP from playing
Nope.
Mahjong.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Wait, seriously?
No.
Yeah.
No.
There is nothing to be gained from playing Mahjong. There's like maybe a couple achievements with
It's
some
for the-
minions, and that's
It's the
it.
achievement hunter. Got it.
All right. All right. I'm gonna deafen up and read.
Okay.
I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Manderville. Shall we sit while we await his coming? We shall. Saffron, hello. Welcome on in. Oh my god, he's not wearing shorts. My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available on such short notice. When the intrepid Ahty Squeegee and the Sultana herself come calling, there is no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I am sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I basically said the exact same thing as you, Ahty. Oh, look, he's actually dressed, right? I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might best be distributed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your Grace's choice of companion would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Stop taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most emphatically. I agree with your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Ulda in this arrangement? Profit? After all you have done for Girabanya's displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It is a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we knew, then we begin to rely upon it and expect it. And then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill? Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, while also serving the interests of the people of Ulda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamigans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Manderville. I thank you for your candor. Yeah, I'm not sure what those markings represent, Yuki. I'm really not sure. Goes to show that despite his weirdness, Godbert is a very shrewd and intelligent businessman. Indeed. Yeah. Alrighty, Tozu. Tozu, take care. Take care. Have a good sleep. And yeah, I'm on rather few hours myself. I'm not wrapping up right now. You take care. Also you, I shall. I'm on not many hours of sleep too. But I'll be going for a bit longer. Profit. The thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Ahty, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldernard Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming that you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte in Ulda. A fair journey to you, Ahty, and a swift one, if you please. Nico, hello, welcome on in. I think rather than walk there, I think I'm going to TP. Okay. Godbert is also physically in very good shape and shown himself very capable in battle, with little more than his goldsmithing hammer and his small clothes. Being a Shaolin monk is not out of the question. That's true. Ba 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 ba.
Tozer went to bed, by the way.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. Just so everyone's on the same page. That's why I kicked him out of the party.
I find it a little awkward though that we're going to Hancock for this. Because
They forgot
Hancock,
to make any other good merchant characters.
because Hancock reports to one of the other
Lolorito.
members. Yeah, Lolorito. And I don't trust Lord Lolorito.
Yeah, but let's see. Maybe we might not have to tell Hancock everything, though. What if we just ask his advice, as if we, the warrior or the Hammer of Light is wanting to do this charitable
True.
thing.
But we'll see. Hancock actually kind of strikes me as somebody that, yeah, he works for Lord Lolarito, but he might
Also,
not.
I can.
He might not
I
do
definitely
everything by
believe
the
if he
book,
was-
you know.
Yeah, I'd also definitely believe if he was wrapped around Tatsuru's little finger, like Minnie end up.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do some reading.
Meeting.
Schmeeting. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes. My pronouns are Teleji Adeleji. Ahty, to what do I owe the pleasure? Are you here on business? I guess you could say that. I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how best to invest the wealth of Ul'dah. My dear Ahty, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure. And I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolarito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Ahty, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Wow, there was like no conversation there at all. Okay.
Even more sketchy about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to
Where the fuck are we
Ul'dah.
going with this?
We really traveled all the way to Kugani just to have him go talk to my boss.
Let me redirect you. We really got fucking redirected.
Well, at least we didn't get hung up on.
Or put on hold, I guess.
True.
Got physically
Also-
redirected.
I don't like the idea of, hey, let's go meet in the Waking Sands.
No,
Like, the
first of
Waking-
all,
The
Like,
Waking
that's-
Sands is in Mafia territory.
yeah, and it's still like the event of multiple murders a few years ago.
It's true.
You know, multiple. It's like
But-
saying, "Let's go meet at the site of the St. Valentine's Day massacre."
Well, I mean, like, you know, that's the same site as multiple murders, yes, but we also, don't forget, we murdered that murderer.
My point still stands.
Yeah.
We
I-
also did reoccupy the same building after those murders for a while.
Yeah.
And we actually still technically own the building.
But
Yeah.
saying that that's neutral enough territory, that's, I don't know. I don't think that's quite true.
Well, I think it's neutral in a sense that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
Oh, and that was Teleji's land, wasn't it?
No,
That
no.
Teleji owned the.
It was.
Was it Teleji or Lolarito that owned like the oasis out there?
I don't know. I don't know if that was the case, but I'm referring more to the Garleans being the ones who did the murders there.
Ah.
Yeah. So I mean, everyone hates the Garleans. So I mean, as long as you're meeting somebody there who's not a Garlean, then that's it. So let me. I'm gonna deafen up and talk. Well, or Poji, what did you have to say?
No, it's fine.
No. Go ahead. I realized.
I just don't like the idea of meeting at the Waking Sands.
Yeah.
I will admit, I agree with you both that it is kind of cursed.
Let's see where this goes. This is obviously leading somewhere.
Especially since Lolarito was the one who knew about the assassination attempt and basically replaced the poison with the sleeping drought.
Yeah.
It allowed us and Raban to take the fall
Yeah. And Raban to get in jail.
and lose his arm and everything else. And actually intentionally manipulated it in that way, knowing that Raban would lose his temper and kill Teleji Adeleji.
Yeah.
Yeah, and wait a minute. By extension, unknowingly helped end the Dragon Song Wars. When you think about it,
Honestly,
That's
yeah.
true. If
Yeah.
that hadn't happened, we wouldn't have
we
become
wouldn't have
exiled.
went to Ishgard and fixed their shit.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Still, that's like just a consequence of.
Yeah,
their
I'm not saying that
manipulation.
forgives him. It just occurred to me, like, if he hadn't set all that up in motion, the Dragon Song Wars may not have come to an end when they did.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it would have happened even without him, because Teleji Adeleji was the one who attempted the assassination. It's just that she would have actually died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows what would have happened to everything afterward.
Yeah. I'm gonna read.
So I guess now that I'm thinking about that, he gets a pass because he's not the one who actually attempted the assassination.
Yeah, he did
But
try
he's
to
still-
technically stop it, but...
He's still a manipulator, so...
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna read. Let's see. Or I might not have to read. Welcome back, Ahty. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monetarists at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in the fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah effectively. Very well. I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. I think I vaguely remember this. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I have heard many tales, but never had occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
Ahty, a moment? Okay. What's up?
A thought occurred to me about Lolorito that I think further complicates this.
Okay.
Do you remember when we first met Teleji Adeleji and Lolorito at the table?
Yeah.
Do you remember why we hated Lolorito back then?
Because he was kind of vigorously anti-refugee.
He didn't give a flying fuck about the Alamegans, yeah. And so I don't see him being amenable to what she's trying to accomplish.
Unless there's something he can get out of it as well.
True. And I guess I'm assuming we're gonna see. So
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like it.
I am going to continue. Yeah, he wants to line his pockets.
You have made your point. It is indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
Ah.
There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
Interesting.
By all means. I must say, I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Why the fuck does he have nice eyes? I don't know. He does not look like... His voice doesn't match the person.
Simply put,
Poji.
I would
Let
aid
me
the
finish the
refugees
cinematic.
camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Ha! I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
I'm considering the Saltery. I don't remember which is which either. Dozy might know. I'm gonna unmute for this. I'm kind of thinking the Saltery.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay.
That's what I went with.
Ryu says Elegana is a quarry.
Alagana
Yeah,
is a
but it's
quarry.
also a quarry that's run out of stuff to dig up.
Well, it only ran out of stuff to dig up because when the Garleans were in charge, they weren't interested in stone structures.
Yeah, I will say that would have been my second pick. I think Alighieri, as fine as it is, they seem to be very close-knit, and I don't know if they'd want a lot of, people that may be seen as deserters there, so I just wouldn't go with Alighieri,
Yeah.
personally.
Alagana also was worth noting Lisa's hometown.
And Aligana was obviously losing a lot of people, either to under the foot of the Empire, or going to the Empire's side, or running away, or
Yeah.
fleeing Alamigo. So that was one that was definitely losing its population quickly.
Yeah.
They were also best known for their stone masonry and their stonework.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the
So
fact
I'd say-
that they would probably benefit the most.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd
I
say
would
either
probably
the
actually
Saltery
go
or
with,
Aligana.
yeah, I would probably say Alagana. Also, Ahty, if you don't mind me saying, since you got us unmuted right now,
Yeah.
I think my thought on why they showed us his eyes now is because it's a common thing narratively, and I've noticed that 14 does this a lot. That when you're not supposed to sympathize with a character, and a
eyes
character
are
should be
hidden more
viewed
often.
as an antagonist or a villain, they cover the face, usually at least the eyes.
Yeah.
And that's also used in, like, for example, the reason why the stormtroopers never show their faces in Star Wars.
It's
Because
also a way.
It's a dehumanizing tactic, so that way you don't feel guilty for beating them.
Yeah.
And that's also why I kind of
It's
saw
also
us.
save resources.
That's also why just the fact that I saw Fordola being a character that we would have more engagement with.
Yeah.
Because from the word go, we saw her face.
So it seems
Yeah.
like from this point, this may be this like the sign that Lord Lodorito might be coming more into place in.
As more of an ally and less of a antagonistic third party.
Yeah.
Mm,
Or if not an ally, at least a neutral someone.
yeah.
And to be fair, through Hancock, he's
He
kind
has
of been an
helped us,
ally up till now anyway.
Yeah.
He did kind of help us hide out in Doma. Like he gave us a place to stay since like it was no other place was gonna help us like in Kugane for a little while.
True.
So
Afrobun,
So-
welcome on in.
I mean, like, there's the in-story reason of basically, Nanamo made a point about, hey, showing your eyes is kind of weird. Let's talk
Yeah.
face to face.
Yeah.
But I think from a macro narrative perspective, the idea is that, hey, we're not really supposed to look at him as a bad guy anymore from this point
yeah,
forward.
or as at least like
Gotcha.
a foil. He's not a
Gotcha.
foil.
So what did you get? What did y'all pick?
I went with the
I'm-
Saltery.
I'm
Okay.
inclined to think Alagana, but I would like us all to pick the same thing. If,
Well, I mean, we're not.
so if creatures
we
chose the Saltery.
well, we have. In all fairness, we all haven't historically picked the same thing in the past.
Yeah,
It would be
that's the fun part.
It would be kind of neat. It would be kind of neat to see, like, what some of the other choices have been too.
Yeah,
So,
like if I pick like the Saltery, I can see what happens when Ahty picks something else.
yeah. So I mean, I was also gonna pick the Saltery. But you know, Poji, if you want to pick a different choice other than the Saltery, you should do it.
What is
And I'd
the
be interested to see what compare and contrast like the answers as well.
All right.
I don't remember what the Saltery is.
Oh, you gotta read.
Ayami, hello, welcome on in. Ayami, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the heckin' raid. Hellhound, Shiba Sense, Punk Bean, Snuggle Attack, hell yeah. How was Critter Cove tonight? Tell us all about it. But first, come on, you know the drill. Get that self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drink and a snack and get cozy. Ruin Neil, hello, welcome on in. Nice to see you. But holy heck, Ayami, thank you so much for the raid. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Very favorite game in the whole wide world. I look forward to this stuff every week. But the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick back here and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, you could lurk, you could drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. But regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid. I ended up going over 8 hours. I think my new addiction game, hell yeah. Don't forget that self-care. That's really important, Ayame. Go, heckin' do that. So yeah, I think, Poji, if you were thinking, if you didn't know what the Saltery was, the Saltery is basically that settlement, that abandoned settlement that was around that salt lake with the really deep hole. That's what that is. I mean, that's a hugely abundant resource. That's a hugely abundant resource that could be hugely profitable. So, did more research. Each of them has mercantile benefits. Each of them could benefit from Uldan support. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, though, the Saltery has one dude who's living there, and, like, he's living in a pit under a board, you know? And I kind of want to go that route. Theo, welcome on in. All right.
There's always a need for like salt mining rather than rock mining, so.
All right. So are y'all gonna be mad at me for
Heck,
picking the
no.
salt? All right.
Never.
I'm weighing the
Ever.
pros and cons. So the pro of Alagana is, you know, they were really good stonemasons. They would be really good as a quarry. Ulda has definite use for stone, and it is Elise's hometown. Of the 3 villages, I think it was probably the one that was still the most put together.
Yeah. Alu, welcome on in.
Alagiri was a mercantile hub and trade center. So I could see that being really valuable.
Yeah,
But
I think
at the same time, if Ul'dah itself is already a trade hub, I don't know how beneficial a second trade hub would be to Ul'dah.
Well, you know, one that's like on the other side of Baelsar's wall, that's pretty far away, might not be a bad idea.
That's fair. And then the Saltery, as pointed out, was almost completely destroyed. There's barely anyone still there.
Yeah.
But
So they would
salt
benefit
is-
a lot. They would benefit a lot from Ul'dah support.
Yep.
And
Salt is useful, but
it's a universal commodity, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's an evergreen commodity.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna push this forward.
I'm gonna go with Saltery.
Okay.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltery and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Gosh, I love Alu.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as Your Grace desired.
Yeah, so people get employed, they become self-sufficient, and at the same time, Lolorito's back gets scratched. You know, that's why he's for it. There's profit in it, but also good for good for other folks. Good job, everyone. Salt has saved us.
A deal is struck then.
Seribot is very good. I'm glad nobody had to see any of that. Yeah, that's why he never took Nanamo seriously before. She just wanted to give money away, yeah. But not this time. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Ahty. I could not have done it without you. Seribot has been clapping ass in my chat. I've seen an uptick in spam bots lately, yeah. We had 3 just tonight in actually pretty quick succession. Hello.
By the way, I actually had a few spam bots get nuked by Seribot in my stream tonight.
Nice.
But
Thank you,
that
Seribot.
wasn't actually what I was meant to talk about. I just had a thought, and that was that we're seeing Nanamo grow into being like a competent leader on her own.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing this because she doesn't want Raban to feel like he needs to, you know, hold her up.
And be there every waking day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of this, I almost feel like it's almost reframing her thought of abdicating the Sultanate before.
Yeah.
It's almost making that look like that was her giving up.
Yeah.
And this is her deciding to not give up and actually step up to be the leader she needs to be.
Yeah, and actually, rather than just giving the power to the people, which you know, never a horrible thing, she is going to take control of that power because either way, she's taking the majority of the power out of the Syndicate's hand, which so it still comes down.
Yeah, yeah. Before I progress any further, I do need to get out of my chair and walk around a little bit.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah,
actually need to use
everyone.
the bathroom, so this is a great time.
yeah. So, BRB.
Oh, precious.
Alright, I'm back. Oh, it sucks being sick. Oh my gosh. It's the Nanamo arc, yeah. Shows that Lalafels aren't just for punting. Lalafell represent, hell yeah. So, I don't know, Dozy, like, I don't know if you saw, I did make a Lalafell character. I keep meaning to play it. Play them. Thank you, Zesty. Alright, I'm back. We're actually seeing one of the reasons why I respect Nanamo. Yeah, I mean, I've really liked her character. It's really well done. She means well. She means well, and she's doing her best. But like, you know, some of the things she comes up with, they don't always work out. You know, and she gets disappointed. But like, you know, she's resolved. She really is. She's a really strong character. You know, and yeah, Nanamo's great. Or is everybody still gone? I mean, she is only 20. Yeah, that is pretty young for this type of position, for sure. All right, I will turn cinema mode off since we're waiting. For folks. Yuki, thank you.
Oh boy!
Oh, there you go. I had to lean back in my chair a bit.
Gosh, I love
Wii. I do love Wii.
Gosh, I love chicken palms.
I had to lean back in my chair a bit because
Gosh, I love chicken palms.
my
I love chicken palms.
my tummy angy that I've been shrimping.
Gosh, I love crabs.
But I can't help it. I can't help it, shrimp. I love shrimp. Hello.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I got my pills for the night.
Nice. I took my pain meds.
Hooray
Hill-
for pain meds.
Yay. I wish I didn't have to take them.
That's fair.
Anyway,
All right, welcome back. We ready
me
to go?
realizing that I was going at like peak, very close to my microphone, and I think that it was saving you from me.
Oh, I see. So we ready to proceed?
We are ready
I'm
to
ready.
see pro.
Okay.
I like the pros.
So do
The
I.
cons, not so much.
All right. Let's talk to Nanamo. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Ahty, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. Thanks again. Together, we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both. Nanamo is a well-written character, down-to-earth, and a realistic depiction of a young leader. Yeah. It's crazy, like lots of these characters in this game, it's crazy how good they're written. Crazy. All right, so we need to speak with Lise in the Alamigan Quarter.
Wait. The quest is called Securing the Saltery. Would it have been called something else if we had chosen something else?
Maybe it could have been a different quest chain.
Or were the other options actually fake options and it was going to be the Saltery no matter what?
I think Ryu mentioned before that at least
That they had to change it.
that at least one of the options was an illusion of choice.
So I think it may have been an illusion the whole time then.
Yeah.
Or like if we had proposed something else, then it would have been like, and this is the reason why it's not actually a
Yeah.
That would make sense because what I'm reading here, it's always securing the salt.
Interesting. So we deduced the correct option from the get-go.
I may have cheated accidentally by still thinking it was a choice. I definitely accidentally cheated.
Ah, okay. Air quotes accidentally.
I still thought there was a choice, and then I'm starting to see, wait, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes me feel better if it turns out that it wasn't a real choice.
That we didn't miss an opportunity.
Yeah.
So Dozy says at 20, the only thing I can do is look at shit
memes.
shit posts and memes. Wait, I still do that now, same. And then Nico says one answer was just wrong. The other was okay, but not the best. And the Saltery is the best option. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think Alagana was probably the okay, but not the best. And then Alighieri was the obvious no.
Don't forget. I forget which questline it was, but we were presented with these three similar three choices, in which they were also illusion of choice.
Because pretty much all of these are like illusion of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you never know.
And some are covered up better than others. Because it might look like it was an illusion of choice, but then later on, the choice you made does have at least some impact down the line. Like, oh hey, the game remembered that I did that.
All right, I'm gonna deafen up and read.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dozy says it's probably a choice elimination, or if you pick not the best one, it just proceeds after to the Saltery one. Oh yeah, I think I've encountered those in 14 also. Uh-oh. It's the good music. It's the good music. Ahty, you're back. What did Nanamo... Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So Raban says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he's the very last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on one more practical note, Lise, assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal, after all, and allowing Ul'dah to provide the entirety of the capital would afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugani never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss the proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whiskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Ahty? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. All right, then.
So I did a quick peek. It was an illusion. There was no actual choice there.
Yeah, I didn't think.
But also, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of quests until we get to Shadowbringers.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I know that. Yeah, there's a ton. We're getting there though. We're getting there.
Speak with
Just
Watt.
watch. I'm gonna pick up another. My plan is to pick up another job before we reach Shadowbringers.
All right.
I want to try to get a tank class caught up so I can use it.
Just in case.
Since I've started playing, I've now gotten the idea of like every expansion I get a new job because I really wanted Astro but had to play through all of ARR and post ARR and then the very start of Heavensward to get it. So I'm like, and then I pick up Samurai right before we start playing Stormblood. So I'm like, okay, one new job per expansion, and it's from that expansion.
Well, also per expansion, they typically come out with new jobs. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna be Dancer next, which came in the Shadowbringers expansion.
nice.
But also, like for me, because I don't want my classes to get too over leveled. Both my White Mage and my Ninja are already level 70, and now that I'm continuing on White Mage, I'm level 72.
Okay.
And we have so many quests still ahead of us.
Speaking of overleveled, Poji, you can read in the party how high my main class is, right?
Yeah, you're 82.
Yeah, I am, and I'm still going through the story with you guys. That's just how much I like being on this game and love being an Astro.
Let's see. Ruth isn't
I
just
am
a
ju-
name, but it's also based off the Hebrew word for friend. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
There's
nice.
a there's a
Is that where the term ruthless comes from?
Ooh, friendless. Yeah.
Oh,
If they're being
interesting.
ruthless, they are not behaving like a friend.
Interesting.
Oh, then so being ruthless is just maidenless behavior. Got it.
Wow. Wow, it's been a while since I've heard that term before. Dozy says there's a couple lot more quests before Shadowbringers. You have time.
Yeah, I have the list saved to a tab. Just
For
to let
me,
you
it's
guys
really
know.
just debating whether the tank I level, because I have Dark Knight already at level 50 something, but I also really want to level Paladin, which is
Ooh.
like 25, 26.
Jeez.
30. Actually, I think it's in the 30s, but still. It's got more catching up to do, but
That's a lot of levels.
yeah.
Like that's as
I'm-
base as Paladin can be before going back to Gladiator.
I'm gonna deafen up and read.
Okay, you did.
What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Old Watt this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Granddad. Ahty, tell them about the deal. Well, bugger me. We've never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was, but it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cull the buggers, but the Imperials weren't able to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad, we'll take care of all that. Commander Hext has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whiskar, my lad. Truly I would. So, does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, aye, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Ahty? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? Let's not waste any time, then. I'll see you by the lock. Creatures, if you're still... I think you're still the master of the party. Oh, you got Charlie already. Perfect. Read my mind. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. Alright. Yeah, I think we go out and over here. Whatever. There we go. And here's Whisker. Whisker! Right then, Ahty. I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well I get on. Search your surroundings for yabbies. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a yabby and inspect it with left click. Okay. Gotcha. I forget what a yabby is. Yabby, yabby, yabby. That's no yabby. Or is it a yabby? Discover the yabby's weak point. Okay. Oh, okay. I keep doing that. Whoops. Actually, maybe I should just zoom. Seems like it would be like here? No. Is this a yabby? Or is it like right there? No. What the fuck? No, it's probably not its ass. It wouldn't be its belly, would it? I don't think so. That's the thing. I forget where the weak point is. It'll highlight when you found it. Okay. Oh, so I have to drag this shit around. All right. Where's the weak point? Weak point. Weak point, where are you? Is it its elbow? No. You'll at least be able to hit it for massive damage once you find it. That's true. Identify its weak point. I don't get it. Ryu, a clue. Clue me. It's not highlighting anything for me. Sully, hello, welcome on in. It's a moving part, okay. The head? Or its mouth? Oh, yep, there we go. It's the mouth. Thank you, Ryu. I saw that in chat, Ryu. Ahty, please! The Abby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Ah, looks like you found a Yabi. They say hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of the head. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then. Wish me luck. Nice. Clue, you ever play Punch-Out? I've watched people play it, but I never played it myself. Glass Joe, okay. Thanks, Ahty. I did just as you told me, and the Wavekin went down like a sack of popotos. Why don't you just call it potatoes? God damn it, Final Fantasy. Let's find something else. Wouldn't it be funny if there's just other parts you can choose and the other guy just fails to kill it? Yeah, it would be funny, but also not. We're like, oh no, he died! It's like, congratulations, Ahty, you killed Whisker. GG Soulkeeper is, GG over here is taking a dirt nap, apparently. It's like, I was thinking, oh no, the audio's gonna get this man killed, right? I think I can handle the Yabis now, so we should try something different. What else is out there? Search your surroundings for phobods. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got it. Oh, it's these things. Shit, I keep left-clicking accidentally. Phobod's eye! The Phobod's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Yuki, thank you so much. Yuki, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Have a great rest, okay? Get a good sleep. Zoen, hello, welcome on in. And sorry about your ass. Ugh, a Phobod? How do I defeat one of those? Destroy the core within its brow. Inside its head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes then. Could I get a shout out for Proxy Glitch Cat? Proxy is a sweetheart. You don't gotta. Yeah, I do. He's so happy. He's so pleased. Oh, Whisker. It's not easy fighting with the liberator of Alamigo watching your every move, but I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Ahty. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we should head back to the Saltery before Granddad starts to worry. I've been snipped into pieces or fed to a Yabi's hatchlings. I mean, that's fair. I figured Ryu was battling a Yabi. Remember the jaw. The fleshy part of the jaw, Ryu. Remember. Don't forget. Don't forget! Jaw? What jaw? Uses Black Mage Flare. What? I see you've returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? I fought them myself after a bit of instruction from Ahty here. Like, once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. A fine young man you become, Whisker. A fine young man indeed. Too often of late, I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge. Their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Yeah! Alright. You don't have to aim if you have explosion! Right. Seems Whisker and the Saltery's security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden. Apologies for the interruption, miss, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Do not feel obligated to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt, and to act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ul'dah. You should go. General Alden asked that you wait for him by the main gate in the Alamigan Quarter. My apologies again, miss. Fare you well. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna wait for Ryu to get out of this. Well, I'm gonna wait for everyone to get out of the cinematic. Creatures is still in it. Oof. There we go. All right. Off to the Alamigan Quarter. Okay. Yeah, we actually don't have that far to go. Zoen Goodbean. Could I also get a shout out for Gamer Zoen too? And also Poji Force. Because Poji does not get nearly enough shoutouts in the stream. Like, real talk. It's true, Poji! It's true! You're a great heckin' streamer. You're a great heckin' streamer. A lovely voice. I love your new models. They're amazing. And y'all should go follow and watch. Because Poji's awesome. Poji is rad. So rad, I don't think y'all can handle it. I'm just over here suffering from strong growth pains. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Poji does give good stream. Very much so. I could have TP'd, but I'm just like, I'll just run. That's fine. Well, well, woman such as you hardly needs an introduction. Will you be coming inside? Yes. Oh, fun fact, Poji in our language means handsome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, I think everyone's here. I've heard that before. Coincidence? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Right, right, right. 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 I'm all laid back in the chair, so like my Zoom doesn't really work that great. That's fine. Have I actually told you the story why it's Poji? I don't think so.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Oh! Oh!
Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Oh, wow.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We spared Fordola's life. Why wouldn't we spare their lives? Essentially, their actions led to a free Alamigo. So in a way... Counterpoint, ugh. In a way, they helped us, was my opinion. Okay. Hi, Bean's gonna lurk tonight. Alrighty. Skippy! Skippy, so nice to see you. Hello. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the lurk. Alright, I will unmute. Alright. What's the counterpoint?
So, mean creatures are thinking that we should say execution is not the answer. In fact, I've already clicked it.
As have I.
Because he just told us how they've been struggling to keep them from
Killing Fordola.
rioting to kill Fordola. So if
And-
we were
Yeah.
to go like, oh, the butcher of Alamigo isn't going to get put to death, but we're going to put these guys to death who you don't even know, the riots would just get worse.
Right, right.
We
And-
have to stand our ground on like this judgment call.
Yeah.
We
and
have to apply judgment evenly here, or the riots are just going to get worse.
I get that. And like that's the point I was making, is like we spared Fordola's life, so why wouldn't we spare theirs?
Oh, I missed. I thought you were going to click the first option, so not a counterpoint.
Um,
I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah,
Okay,
but,
okay, yeah.
and also I said, honestly, I like if this were asked of me IRL, it's like I am like I empathize with everything, but I will never actively, say that execution's the right answer.
Nor will I. And
Yeah.
my reasoning here is like the whole point of prison is to be there, not only losing your freedom, right? You lose your freedom, but there's the silence and the solitude, and like literally there's nothing to distract you between you and the regret. And the regret, or you and the thoughts of what you did.
I've always been of the opinion that capital punishment is not the way. A lot of people have been put
Yeah.
to death who turned out to be innocent later.
Right.
And also prison is really supposed to be reformative.
Form.
Yeah.
And if it's
Now,
not
not
reform, it should
everyone-
at least be payment for what you did. It should still be the repercussions of your action.
Like in the end, killing the person is not justice. It's revenge.
It makes us no better than the Garleans.
That's true. And also I would argue that it's an easy out.
Yeah.
Easy out. So like somebody who's just like, who doesn't care about their life, does a bunch of horrible shit, and we just put them to death. We're basically we're just doing what they want. So it's like, okay.
Actually, in Fordola's case, like we pointed out earlier, it's like she wants to die at this point because she's constantly being bombarded with the emotions and memories.
Yeah.
of
So
what
it's
she's
part of her
done.
punishment and her repayment for all the shit that she did that she kind of has to suffer back.
That is
she caused a lot of suffering, and now she suffers.
Right. And that's a weight that she created, and it's a weight that she has to bear.
It's the weight of her own responsibilities. That's what
Exactly.
we're doing by keeping her in prison.
Right.
It's actually kind of interesting. It's like I'm not a religious person, but it's almost like her own personal hell.
Not to mention her artificial infusion of the echo, right? That's going to be a big kicker too.
Religious or not, that's definitely karma coming back to bite you in
Yeah.
a way you can't foresee.
Yeah, that's nuts, and the cherry on top right there. So
Like,
Okay.
it's almost to the point I kind of wish she didn't have the echo on her. It's like, that is like, oh, that you already feel guilt. I kind of wish you didn't have to feel that much guilt. Like, goddamn,
yeah.
that's further than I would have gone.
New punishment, T9 synced. Oh my god, that would be a fate worse than death. Oof.
P9 Saint, what's that?
One of
T9,
the extremes.
yeah.
Ah,
Also T9 is also the way that we I don't know, y'all might be a little too young for this, but Palm Pilots when they first made their appearance, they had like a little touchpad at the bottom, and what you could do is you could use gestures to type. You could just be like you like draw little
still kind of a thing.
yeah, you could draw little designs on this little pad on the Palm Pilot to type. And like, yeah. And I think they used T9 for that. That's what it was called. Yeah, I had two.
I like Drox was like, one must imagine Fordola happy, and I thought about it. It's like, I think that woman has a permanent scowl on her face.
She has not smiled since the day her father died.
All right, I'm gonna deafen up and make my choice. In
Okay.
All right, let's go. Execution is not the answer.
You would spare these animals. Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Yeah. Maybe it's illusion of choice.
Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
I'm unfortunately still used to T9 texting, thanks to it being the default form of text input on the PSP and the N-Gage. Yeah. For now, we're gonna walk with Raban. Raban is honestly, there's no one like him. There's just no one like him.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilbert's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't.
I've said this before. You need to look after yourself first. If you're in a bad spot, get yourself to get yourself to a point where you can actually be a good help. And from this position, that's it, in my opinion. He's where he needed to be.
But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon, I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
And that doesn't sound like he wants to. You look into the starry night sky, you see Ilberd's annoying face, and a voice echoes in your ears, Sloppy.
Father,
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
What a great heckin' game, y'all. That took longer than I had intended. But at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Ehrenwald, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates. And I don't mean the Vera. These are Kaelana. The ones that summoned the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to you all, to all of the native tribes, but we assumed that Kaelana would refuse it out of hand. We best go and see for ourselves, Pippin. Take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Ahty, you've dealt with these Kaelana before. I'd have you at my side. All right, folks. I think this is actually probably a good time to wrap up. Plus, like, you know, I'm kind of getting to the point where I need to get out of my chair again, and being so close to my usual end, I think that maybe just wrapping up here might be a good idea. A little self-care is going on too, so. So I think I'm gonna raid, and I already know who I'm gonna raid. That sounds pretty good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, somebody I never ever expected to find on Twitch, but I did. Is it a doggo? Technically. Technically. It's someone I have never raided before, ever. Somebody who just started heckin' streaming in April. Already got affiliate. Keep getting rest and getting better. I shall, yeah. We're gonna raid Rika Pup. Rika did a commission for me, oh my gosh, in 2015. So almost like 9 years at this point. 9 years ago, they doodled me a picture, and then fast forward, we're raiding Rika with like a bunch of good beans. Rika is really sweet. Rika, Barrelin, welcome on in. Rika is really sweet. Like I said, just started streaming. Started streaming in April. They're doing really well, and I really want to support that. Fury, hello, welcome on in. Sully, hello, welcome. So yeah, let's do it. All right. Allergies attacking me. I'm sorry, Fury. All right. So there we go. There we go. So folks, thank you all so much for a wonderful stream. Thank you so much. I know it was a bit low energy for me tonight. You know, and I am kind of uncomfortable in some spots because of like, you know, because I'm really sick. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't stop streaming just to like, you know, get this out of the way. Because the thing is though, this is not a short sickness. This is going to be a while. So I got to move on with life at the same time too. And streaming is a, please don't squeeze me, or squeeze me gently. But holy heck. Yeah. So, y'all, this is going to do it for me tonight. The next time I'm going to be live is 9 a.m. PST tomorrow morning. We're getting together with Yori, and we're going to play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's going to be real fun and chill and super laid back. So you're not going to want to miss it. It's a good time. But if you can't make it, we're also live tomorrow night, 6 p.m. PST, for some more Final Fantasy XIV. And that'll be a good time, too. So if you make one or the other or both, heck, we'd love to have you. And if you can't make any of them, we're going to miss you. But anyway, folks, thank you so much again for a wonderful time. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. You know, eat all the food, drink all the water, get all the sleep. Before you know it, we're going to be gaming again soon. And that's 9 o'clock in the morning PST tomorrow morning. Don't forget. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.